Welcome to All Over Entertainment, a place of free thought and free expression. Join me as I share my thoughts and creativity through podcasts, writings, and videos.
Hey, silent but deadly. Shout. Let's be friends. Yeah! Let me through. Dodge this. So, how many of my moves can you blade in flight? Savor the vigor of life.
Well, still worked.
Let me through, or I'll go through you. Customers are always welcome. Chill out.
Tell you what, though, like, I would not expect Ting Yun's stats and abilities to be pretty high, but apparently she is, man. Look at that.
No more playing nice. Yeah. Time for some sword play. Blade in flight. You're in that shape. Don't your hands hurt? Wanna spot? Victory by the blade.
A Cloud Knight stricken with Mara. How could the mutations get this bad? Is the Stellaron exerting an effect?
There's supposed to be a passage. Why can't I see it?
Go around.
Somebody used the Cloud Forward control panel to block the road with containers.
Who did this? I'm terrible with machines and stuff. Hold on. How do you know?
I'm a traveling merchant. I've been here many times. Now, for a Cloud Knight to be unfamiliar with the local topography.
I told you, I was only just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I don't come here very often.
I mean, with the way that he described it in his vocal tones, seemed. Maybe I should keep it like that. Or maybe move it to where I can get by. Yeah.
Control panel? Where is the control panel?
Is that the one?
Let me see. Whoa, Lucha, you've got sharp eyes. Chill out. Let me through, or I'll go through. So, how many of my moves strike with heart? Practice is over. Swords descend. Take this, shape of Taishu. Rise, Phoenix.
Yay.
Dodge this. Let's be friends, shall we? Yeah. Savor the vigor of it. Want to see what I get? Blade.
Okay.
Oh, we're in trouble now. Evil begun.
Let's do that.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Good omens.
Jacket.
Fight us one.
Give him more buffs, and then we'll give him more energy.
Or I'll go through you. Touch this. Take this. Shape of Taishu. Rise, Venus. Want to see what I can do? Yes.
Yeah, because Yanqing should be able to hit him pretty hard, and once he gets his ultimate.
Customers are always welcome.
That's gonna hurt. And give him full health.
Sword play. Let me through, or I'll go through you. Touch this. Ow. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Nap time.
Yeah.
So, how many of my moves can you block? Strike with heart!
Want to see what I can do? Yes! Take this! Shape of Titan! Rise, Venus! Touch this!
Yeah, these Morrow Struck are just a
Naughty
pain that I'll
children, don't listen.
butt.
Chill out! Don't your hands hurt?
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Time for some sword play. Blade in flight!
Let me through, or I'll go to... Ah!
Turn it.
Let's be friends, shall we?
You're in bad shape.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Good omens. Fight us one.
Damn it. It's the draining hit. Again.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Evil's begun. You're not going anywhere.
Well, at least we knocked out. So
Shape of Tyshim, rise Phoenix!
I think it's when when there's no Mara struck.
Want to see what I can do?
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine.
Better
So,
late than never.
how many of my moves?
Blade in flight! Customers are always welcome.
I'll just take them out. Please don't summon.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never. Let me through, or I'll go through.
Time for some sword.
Naughty children nap time.
A thousand wonders to raise your spirit. Good omens. Fight as one. Want to see what I? You're not going anywhere.
Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords
Alright.
descend!
Now he's done.
Victory by the blade.
They're a pain in the butt.
Thank goodness. There's one star skiff left.
What? Where? Where does it go?
Judging by where it stopped, it must be heading for Central Starskiff Haven. Nice. We'll be safe there. Come on, let's climb aboard.
Let's leave this place. Join with the others.
Wonder if I'll discover any rare swords.
Alright. I do wonder if the stories would just like the mission would stop or tell you, it's like, no, you can't proceed forward without completing this other mission. So, random person. Master Diviner asked me to wait for you. It's about time. Can't go. I'm busy right now. Looks like he's...
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there?
I mean, that looks like that alchemist.
Like one of those
place.
messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Is it you? Nope.
Hurry up, Chingcha. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
Oh, that's her.
I heard there was
Chinchua.
a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve. I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Chingchua.
That's
Even
Ian Sinclair
if the
again.
sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking.
It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing?
Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests.
Well, they do look odd compared to everybody else. Yeah, sure.
I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that
He's
be
gambling.
fun too? Better to show you the
Or playing
full
mahjong.
Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade. Aha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests.
I actually have
I
her.
must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
She's a playable
It
character.
wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Ah, look. Is that a...
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens, and from it celestial bodies hung.
meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Those are metaphors. You shouldn't take poetry so literally. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't believe...
Need your extractor cleaned?
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her button. So strange.
Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working?
I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests.
Are you really from the Divination Commission?
Is it possible you were fired?
Don't scare me. Master Diviner wouldn't let anything bad happen on her watch. There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
She seems like a troublemaker.
Here it is.
You seem familiar. Is this where you come to
What?
avoid doing work?
One of these
Divination Commission
Rubik's Cube
calls
things.
the Loafing Gate. When there's nothing to do, we often sneak out from here and spend a few hours lazing around outside.
Heck, no. Aha.
A few hours? Do you have any vacancies?
Stellaron corrosion. What's going on?
Lock 2.
Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Jinja for messing up once again.
I knew I'd offended that diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun.
Wait, so I gotta get. Yeah.
Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an
Whoa.
outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate.
Well, that's a new one.
Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
Here comes trouble.
Yeah.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Let's be friends, shall we?
Hey, at least they're vulnerable to
Wanna see what I can do?
physical. Corruption.
Time for some sword play.
Oh, that's it?
Blade in flight.
Oh. I thought they would have been very similar. That their core would have been healed or something.
Take this. Shape of Titan Rise Phoenix.
Oh. Well, the first core rupture didn't hurt. Maybe because they had a turn to do whatever they did. It's nothing.
Customers are always welcome.
Yeah. Let me through, or I'll go through. Yes. Strike with heart.
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of it.
Dodge this.
Let's be friends, shall we?
Yeah, it was that core formation.
Blade in flight. Victory by the blade.
Okay.
Customers are always welcome.
Yeah.
it would have been cool if, oh look, normal ones. It would have been cool if the core formation, or like the core force or whatever, I forget the name of it. If it has a bond on one of the characters, it hits the characters. But if it doesn't have a bond on any of the player characters, then when it disappears or
The Matrix of
explodes or whatever,
a large-scale
would hit the other
Jade
enemies.
calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think.
She doesn't know.
The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Huh. Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Noose.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today. Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Yeah, Schwinn.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fushen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fushen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. I was waiting for the Matrix of Prescience to resume operation so that you might gain insight into my divination techniques. It was rude of me to keep you waiting so long.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals. And eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way. Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Qingque will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits...
I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
Mm-hmm.
What? Which magic word?
Please.
The universal one? Please?
Oh. Please.
Good enough.
Cool. All right. Now are we gonna kick some butt?
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
Okay. Oh. So one has to go here. So I guess I can just put that right here, huh? And then this goes there. That was cool.
That should do it.
That's one down.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
Okay. So...
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. I don't like being this. Oh my god, I don't like being that high. Again, even heights in video games freak me out.
Let me through, or I'll go through. Time for some sword play. Blade in flight. Practice is over. Swords descend. Nap time. Take this! Shape! Rise, Phoenix! Yeah!
Yeah, because I mean, essentially, I don't think he he cannot do crit hits anymore. Like, yeah, I think he only does crit hits.
This must be the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish the causal relationships between objects.
Oh. This one's a little bit more complicated. So I can move this one though to here. And this one to here, and that's it.
Done.
Complicated looking. Oh, it's got to repair it. Interesting. So, oh, I get it. You got to move them at the same time. Sort of. I know. I got an idea. Idea's not going well. Hang on. I'm not good at these. Alright, hang on. Oh, wait. I just did on subconscious. I wasn't even thinking about that one. But I got lucky.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Cianjo. It's an arumaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
Oh, we won't be able to.
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
Friends, not
Join the divination
food.
mission. Quick, do
Fish
something.
are friends, not food.
Well, we're in trouble now. Chill out. Good omens.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Just one.
I hope he's resistant to. Oh, weak against.
Through, or I'll
Nope.
go through you. Dodge this.
That's about all we get.
Time for some
Sanctuary.
swordplay.
What? What does that mean? I don't want to do that. Sanction rate increased? What sanction rate? Current sanction rate has reached 60. Okay, but what does it do? I don't know. Sanction rate level increases when your team uses skills or ultimates. When the sanction rate reaches its level cap, enter sanction mode and summons. Oh. It summons things.
You're in bad shape.
So, how many of my
Don't care.
I can do.
swords descend?
Actually. Oh!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I can breathe easy again.
Naughty children, savor the vigor of it.
Chill out.
Thing's cool looking though.
Time for some sword play.
Let me through, or I'll go through you.
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine.
Better late than never.
Strike with heart. Take this. Shape, rise, Venus. Touch this.
But it does not take long for him to get the sanction mode.
Let's be friends, shall we?
All better now?
You're the best.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Blade in flight.
Okay, talk. Customers are always welcome. Chill out.
You're not going anywhere.
Not each nap time.
Answer. Talk. Practice is over.
Ah, so yeah.
Swords descend.
I was trying to see if you could cast your ultimate, but yeah.
A thousand wonders to raise your spirit. Good omens. Fight as one.
Take this. Shape of Titan. Rise, Venus.
Want to see what I can do? Let's be friends, shall we?
Yeah. Let me through. You're not going anywhere.
Hate that sanction mode.
Victory by the blade.
I mean, granted, it does allow us to like get bombs and like essentially use the bombs against the guy. So
Let me guess. Time, karma. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
okay. So that one can go here. This one can go there.
Ugh, we did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
Lie.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
That's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you. It's you.
You what?
Absurd. I'd never have thought it.
Am I going to jail? Just.
Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Hi.
Hi.
You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
I mean, I don't have any real resentment towards her, I guess. So, yeah.
Concerned about me? I'm fine. The Cienjo is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear
Who's
my
Elio?
answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine.
He kind of
How's
seems
this
like
for
a
second? What's in the box?
Oh,
prick.
this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased?
Why are you carrying that?
A merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. And it's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning.
A Viking funeral.
As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
That's a wrap on this episode from All Over Entertainment. Thanks for tuning in, and check out the Facebook page for more writings, podcasts, and videos. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Also, you can click the link to the Discord page and be a part of the entertainment community. Thank you again, and see you next time.